gotta fucking puke up on your fucking shit. I got a hard cock, hard as a rock. I thought about your motherfucking mother, nutted in a sock. But I had to do it again. Rebirth, and I had to do it with your friend. And I had to do it for about 10. I'm joking. And I had a hard dick in a motherfucking bitch, and she tried to talk some shit. But I farted in her motherfucking face. Had to give me a blumpkin. It ain't Halloween, no pumpkin. Trick or treat, munchkin. Cunt. Damn. Lonnie, you so cold.
Lonnie's back.
You the coldest ever, Lonnie. And that was a freestyle. No fucking shit.
Bitch.
Y'all thought Lonnie was gone. Lonnie is strong. Getting a new flow. For you though. Lines 3, the return, the brown files. Here we go. Lonnie's back to attack. I saw a pretty bitch. Can I have a bite of that booty? She said, go for it. Put my pants down, put my cock in, and then it wouldn't fit. Booty her loose, and now I'm really starting to get pissed. Let me fucking push you. She said, oh God, don't do this. Turn that bitch around, then I saw a big old juicy dick. Realizing the situation, I let the fucker hit. Did a little side of me, part of me said, have some fun with it. Give a little reach around. Going to Browntown, brown files. Lines 3. Does it sting when you pee? Will you pee on me? Put the fucking dick inside my little fucking butt. But I ain't gay. Get out my face. Put the fucking dick inside your little fucking butt. Taste. Put the motherfucking dick inside your little fucking butt. I swear to God, you little stupid bitch, I fucking pussy up. Put the fucking dick inside your guts. I swear to God, you talk some shit. I swear to God, I put you in your lip. You stupid fucking bitch, I hope you take a shit on your motherfucking shit. Eat the motherfucking dick, I swear to God, you gotta do it, it lickety split, I swear to God. Put the motherfucking dick in your little motherfucking butt. Put the motherfucking dick in your little motherfucking butt. Here we go. Baby fucking dick. I swear to God, I'll fucking puke up on your fucking shit. I got a hard cock, hard as a rock. I thought about your motherfucking mother, nutted in a sock. But I had to do it again. Rebirth, and I had to do it with your friend. And I had to do it for about 10. I'm joking. And I had a hard dick in a motherfucking bitch, and she tried to talk some shit. But I farted in her motherfucking face. Had to give me a blumpkin. It ain't Halloween, no pumpkin. Trick or treat, munchkin. Cunt. Damn. Lonnie, you so cold.
Lonnie's back.
You the coldest ever, Lonnie. And that was a freestyle. No fucking shit.
Bitch.
Y'all thought Lonnie was gone. Lonnie is strong. Getting a new flow. For you though. Lines 3, the return, the brown files. Here we go. Lonnie's back to attack. I saw a pretty bitch. Can I have a bite of that booty? She said, go for it. Put my pants down, put my cock in, and then it wouldn't fit. Booty her loose, and now I'm really starting to get pissed. Let me fucking push you. She said, oh God, don't do this. Turn that bitch around, then I saw a big old juicy dick. Realizing the situation, I let the fucker hit. Did a little side of me, part of me said, have some fun with it. Give a little reach around. Going to Browntown, brown files. Lines 3. Does it sting when you pee? Will you pee on me? Put the fucking dick inside my little fucking butt. But I ain't gay. Get out my face. Put the fucking dick inside your little fucking butt. Taste. Put the motherfucking dick inside your little fucking butt. I swear to God, you little stupid bitch, I fucking pussy up. Put the fucking dick inside your guts. I swear to God, you talk some shit. I swear to God, I put you in your lip. You stupid fucking bitch, I hope you take a shit on your motherfucking shit. Eat the motherfucking dick, I swear to God, you gotta do it, it lickety split, I swear to God. Put the motherfucking dick in your little motherfucking butt. Put the motherfucking dick in your little motherfucking butt. as a rock. I thought about your motherfucking mother nutted in a sock, but I had to do it again. Rebirth, and I had to do it with your friend. And I had to do it for about 10. I'm joking. And I had a hard dick in a motherfucking bitch, and she tried to talk some shit, but I farted in her motherfucking face. Had to give me a blumpkin. It ain't Halloween, no pumpkin. Trick or treat, munchkin. Cunt. Damn. Lonnie, you so cold.
Lonnie's back.
You the coldest ever, Lonnie. And that was a freestyle. No fucking shit.
Bitch.
Y'all thought Lonnie was gone. Lonnie is strong. Getting a new flow. For you though. Lines 3, the return, the brown files. Here we go. Lonnie's back to attack. I saw a pretty bitch. Can I have a bite of that booty? She said, go for it. Put my pants down, put my cock in, and then it wouldn't fit. Booty her loose, and now I'm really starting to get pissed. Let me push you. She said, oh God, don't do this. Turn that bitch around, then I saw a big old juicy dick. Realizing the situation, I let the fucker hit. Did a little side of me, part of me said, have some fun with this. Give a little reach around. Going to Brown Town, brown files. Lines 3. Does it sting when you pee? Will you pee on me? What in the hell? What in the earth? Everything's like all mixed up. Did want to check out something right quick. I wanted to take a peek. Here we go. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Why does it do that? update some stuff. 3 minutes. I'm thinking going classic. About playing some classic games. I'm talking Nintendo 64. We got games to play. Pretty sweat. Kind of excited for this. Even though, and I don't know if I screwed something up or I just misread it. I could have swore it was like you put an application in for the Founders Pass and they would send out 10,000 people, hey, you're accepted. Here's your offer. Fill it out and you get accepted. I got accepted, and every time I go to like fill the stuff out, I was like, sorry, you missed today's. Try again, this next time. And I would try it then. And I like literally the minute it opened up, I went to go do it, and it kept booting me out. I was like, okay, I guess. I want to see something. Ooh, this is a struggle bus. Looking excited. Might play some Shatterline too. Keep hearing things about that. So maybe. We'll see. While we wait, we hydrate. I'm not liking the video until I actually get some info. I'm not gonna do it.
Welcome to Snapshot 2 of DeadDrop. We're finally here. It's been a long journey to get to this point. I can't believe how much we've accomplished in such a short amount of time. And of course, I'm joined here with Becca Miller, Quinn Del Hoyo, my partner in crime, co-founder of Midnight Society. And we are so excited to drop Snapshot 2 on you guys. I know a lot of variants have already been playing it since noon. Now is our time to run through everything that you can expect from this snapshot, give you a little insight on the process, a little insight on the feedback, little taste of everything, hear from members across the entire spectrum of the team. What are you guys excited for today, guys?
But what are we not excited for? I mean, I'm excited for just being able to play multiplayer, competitive multiplayer against other people, the founders. Go in there, do some looting, do some scooting, do some sneaking around, do some shooting, all that kind of stuff. So I'm feeling pretty hyped about it. I don't know. What do you think, Becca?
Are you actually going to be shooting people? I was just going to hide out in a container somewhere.
I'm going to try.
Well,
you can try it, Rick. Come find me.
That's the key word, try. I've been watching people stream it all day, and I am not looking forward to getting in there. We've been playing the playtest. I'm like, I'm holding my own in the playtest and watching these people already mastering the core movement that's in there.
I should have been doing this.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie.
Shout out to Melly Belly.
Oh, yeah, I was watching her play earlier. I watched her first drop in. But so now that we're here, let's take a look back at what it took to get from Snapshot 1 to Snapshot 2. Welcome to the first ever variant founder event for Midnight Society. Live! Who's ready to know the final name of the game? What we're doing here has never been done.
There's so many things that have been retread.
I'm excited about this, and to be honest with you, this could be something that turns out really, really
You
cool.
guys will notice is the fire select. We got the yeah, and then we got the
That's pretty cool.
Don't show the toes, don't show the feet. I'm going to the toes.
Midnight Society has done so much. Doc has done so much. Let me hear what you think about DeadDrop. Let's get loud, please.
Oh my goodness, it feels amazing. The energy here is great. DeadDrop was an amazing game to play. I can't even describe in words how excited I am.
We're Team Summertime. We're a content trio for Optic Gaming, and thank you guys. Thank you.
summertime. Now I'm going to control the recoil. Holy shit!
Done plenty of games in development where you go dark, and then you hope you have something at the end that people really like.
We expected it to take a while. The fact that people are already starting to do what we started 6 months ago, I love to see it. I want more people to include their community. We're not trying to corner the market on that. We're trying to change the industry so everybody does it.
Call that a pre-alpha test. Them even showing that 95% of gaming companies are not going to show you that.
So yeah, thanks again to everyone that came out to LA. It was so awesome to meet you guys. Part of why we do this, a big part, is you, the community, and being able to be transparent with you guys and have those discussions and meet you and like get your feedback. Everyone that submitted a feedback form for Snapshot 1, thank you. We literally read through all of them. It was like 3,000 responses or something crazy like that, and we divided them up amongst like 4 or 5 of us on the team, and then relayed them to the rest of the team. And a big part of that was our new game producer, Allison Hughes, who is a huge part, obviously, of the development process. Without her, a lot of stuff would not go smoothly. So with that, let's hear from Allison on the specifics of Snapshot 1 feedback. Allison?
Thanks. Let's get into it. First and foremost, thank you to the founders for taking the time to share your thoughts and feedback on our first snapshot with us. We read each and every one. I'm just going to pretty much go through an overview of the results of the feedback we received. So I'm going to start with movement and jumping. Overall, most of you found movement to be a little too slow.
I'm gonna put this here in place.
For people on both high and epic video quality. Jumping garnered mixed reactions, ranging from somewhat dissatisfied to satisfied, but most of you were satisfied with jumping, rating it a 4 out of 5. Such as jumping, gliding, and and also the word parkour came up.
Oh my god, what is this doing? Why is it like holding on to something?
And the most requested weapon was a sniper rifle, which will be coming in a future snapshot. Which particular snapshot hasn't been determined yet, but more to come on that. There are also a lot of mentions of attachments and customization as well. And moving on to firing ranges. Of the 3 firing ranges available, most of you voted the lower exterior range as the most fun. The exterior outer range was the second most fun, with the interior range in a close 3rd place. All 3 were considered easy. And another popular request was a recoil control trial. And most of you would also like to see to create custom challenges as well. And now into the hideout. Nearly all of you want to invite other players to your hideouts, so decorations, variant-related customizations, and ways to show off were the most desired hideout features. So, in conclusion, almost all of you want an immersive, fun, personalized hideout experience that is just as fun to spend time in as the tower. So, hanging out with friends, strategizing, playing mini games, or just sitting back and enjoying the view. And almost all of you love the environment and atmosphere, but wanted things to be brightened up a little bit, which we did for the snapshot. Most of you wanted more settings and controls, customization options, including an FOV slider, which we implemented a couple weeks ago. A lot of you want to be able to hone your skills through interactive obstacle courses and firing ranges, challenges, and the ability to replay encounters. Most of you want ways to flex or show off via stats, trophies, gear displays, etc. Crafting and customization should be immersive and intimate as opposed to just having an icon that opens a menu. And lastly, a lot of you love the lore and want more of it. We're so excited to be building this game with you all. Thanks for being an important part of the process. Our dev team is the dream team, and we can't wait to share what we have in store for the next snapshot.
Thank you so much, Allison. Like, this process is split into 2 major things, right? We have the fun moments, like today when we get to drop a new snapshot. We all jump in there together, we're playing it, we're getting a feel for it, we're having fun. And then there comes the work after, right? And I'm so grateful for Becca and Allison and Lucy and the entire team at Midnight Society who has been putting in that work of collecting and reading every ounce of feedback that you guys, whether it's on Discord or it's in the feedback form or it's what you just talking organically on your Twitch stream. I know a lot of you have seen myself and many other Midnight Society members drop it into your Twitch streams. And that's what we're going to be doing through this whole process. It's about playing together. It's about listening. And it's about taking that feedback and incorporating it. And one of the big things you're going to notice in Snapshot 2 is we've already taken a lot of that feedback that came in SS1 and incorporated things like the FOV slider, advancing controller support. We're not all the way there yet, but it's coming, right? Like, we've got gameplay fully supported by controller. UI and menus are next. We've added a lot of UI in this menu, in this snapshot. So if you dropped into the Proving Ground already, you see there's whole looting mechanic, there's stash inventory. A lot of new stuff coming in, and that feedback that you're getting is extremely important because that's the stuff that lays the seeds that we can then water, implement, put into the build so that we can be playing it in next snapshots and future snapshots, right? And these things are going to be a variety. Some things are fast. Some things we can get in a hot fix, get it in before the next snapshot. Other things are going to take a long time, right? Like, a lot of you were like, hey, I want to customize my player hideout. I want to invite my friends in. I want to bring my party in. I want to show off my best loot that I extracted with. That stuff we love. We are definitely going to incorporate it and find ways that it fits within the lore and narrative of the game when you guys are passionate about it. But those are also features that are going to take a while, right? So you might see a little bit of it come on. Maybe you'll see an armory be added, right? Then you'll see the ability to customize. These things come in on pieces. We play them, we iterate on them, we fine-tune them, we art them up. And now Snapshot 2 is the perfect showpiece for this type of development, this open development, because you're going to see things that are in white box stage. You're going to see things that are in proxy stage. You're going to see things like the player hideout from Snapshot 1 that are in the refinement and polish stage, right? And so part of this whole process is not just playing the game early, but bringing you on the inside of the fold into the development process when things are at their very, very early infancy.
I'm turning on my Xbox controller right now,
so that we can talk about things like gameplay,
Super Mario 64 for a bit.
Stuff that is like
I'm gonna annoy you guys for
core
2
to
seconds.
the experience and not be distracted by the visuals. And then there's other times when we're dropping just hotness that is all about the visuals.
I can.
And we want to bring you along
Check it
every
out.
step of the way. So I'm going to throw it back to Becca, who's going to introduce the members of the team to dive deep on the process of what it takes to get these
Project 64. Let me see where I have it. Let's see. I made it. Yeah. So in here, Project 64.
Awesome.
These are all my ROMs. Right?
So a lot of you obviously love the look of DeadDrop. We've gotten so much positive feedback.
So download it,
like overwhelmingly
extract it wherever you want
on the graphics and the visual style,
and then
the
second
vibe.
file.
So thank you for that. The art team is super excited to
plug
hear
in
that feedback.
You can just copy paste this.
We have art director
even though
Darren
it's wireless
on here to talk about what Rob was just
say
saying,
that
different
it's plugged.
stages of art. And how you won't always get like a super polished snapshot, but
so you can
that's
actually
kind of the
see
fun
my
of
controller
being
settings.
part of the dev process with us. So with that, Darren, take it away.
Controller plugin.
Hold on. Yeah, awesome. So I'm going to talk a little bit about snapshot art stages. So the snapshot art stages is an idea we're developing internally between myself and the tech art director and the art leads. And the high level idea is we want to communicate to the community what development stage we are at so that the player can see and understand where we are in the pipeline. The main categories we are staking out are blockout, proxy, refinement, and polish. So the blockout is essentially designer geo. It's very early stage on the map development, and actually there's very little art involvement at all. Maybe we'd have concept kicked off at this point and there's loose ideas about the map being kicked around, but ultimately, all we really need for this stage is to have design intent laid out. Like, for example, map flow, distances, gameplay features taken into account, etc. The next step is proxy. It is art intent showing up in the map for the first time. For example, maybe there's a block on the street, and now we can ID that as being a Jersey barrier. In this stage, material types can be assigned, including roughness. Lighting does a pass. The lighting is refined and needs to show final intent, working for gameplay. This allows us to stand up the game and also begin to get an idea for performance. In this phase, ideally all geometric details in the frame so that we can begin to nail down sight lines, as well as from an art standpoint, the extra geo aids that goes into texturing, goes into aiding texturing and lighting. The next stage is refinement. The refinement stage is the awkward years of the art pipeline, or the teenage years of the art pipeline. And we want to be careful how we show this. So our tech art director, Howard, is developing a series of shaders we can use to overlay like a watermark on our refinement assets in a way that is very subtle and non-intrusive, so that the players know there's progress being made, but what they're looking at is not final. This shader system solve is going to be our key to development on the art side for this asynchronous style of asset making. And then lastly is polish, and it's just that. This is art's time to go through the map and level up assets from the refinement stage to shippable quality. And that's snapshot art stages as we have defined it so far. No,
awesome. Thanks, Darren. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy to like see it broken down in such a way that is like very insider, right? Before I worked in games, I would not have known these terms. I would have been like, what am I looking at? This looks like not great. But you know, I think anyone that appreciates art and that plays games a lot too has an appreciation too for the process. It's, you know, it's just really awesome to see that. So I'm excited to show it.
Yeah, that's something that's really great that we're excited for as well.
I think I got it.
As just the process, and this is something you don't see developers doing, and we don't say this because we want to toot our own horn or anything like that. It's not about that at all. It's actually we say that because it's just something that's exciting, and we like to share what we are doing, and we do it all the time internally, but we also want to do it outwardly to everyone out there as much as we can.
Spooky dude.
And when we share and then hear back, that gives us energy. That's the fuel that lights our fire. And so when we hear Darren talking about this process of blockout and proxy, you know, refinement and polish, that is just one of the things that you're going to be seeing throughout all of our snapshots. And so let's talk a little bit about what people are going to be playing in Snapshot 2, which
pick
is
a winner,
the proving
motherfucker.
ground. And the proving ground right here is largely going to be made up of blockout and proxy is what you're going to be seeing. There's not going to be seeing much of anything that's refinement or polish. We had a little bit of those stages.
I want to do a test real quick.
In Snapshot 1, but this is where we are really hyped about bringing this snapshot forward, is because it's deliberately in this block out proxy form. It's deliberately work in progress. It's something that's very clear to the players that they're along for the ride. They're here to see how the dish is cooked in the kitchen. They're here to see how the sausage is made. Any type of metaphor you want to use, we're all here for it. And that's what Midnight Society is all about, and in particular DeadDrop, the way we're developing this game. We want to bring people along for the ride. And that's why Snapshot 2 is crucial for us. And some of the things that you could be seeing and looking at when you're playing this experience.
I just found something out.
The proving ground is what
maybe this has been brought up before, and I don't know.
A proving ground for us as a team, the game team. It's us to prove out our scale. Right, we're trying to try the scale of our combat ranges, our sight lines. We're trying to get our vertical combat.
I just found something out.
Nailed down a little bit there. So that's why it's a proving
you guys
ground
can't even
for us in that way.
That's
it's
kind of
also
cheap.
A proving ground for our founders and our variants, the people that are going to be playing it, because they're
almost
going in here and practicing and
I almost want to test
playing the core gameplay loops that we've implemented the past 6 weeks. We do have loot. We have loot containers. We have an inventory system. There's lots of UI elements that have been added. We've got new weapons that have been added. So all these things are there, but still early and rough. And again, that is something we're excited for. In this experience as well, in the Proving Ground, you're going to be battling across 3 major points of interest, like the comms relay, the shipping hub, the filtration center. Players will be able to see the names of where they're at.
It's so weird how like naked
left-hand corner. And for this proving ground, this area for us, this is in the lore. This is like essentially V1 of the tower that players are going to be eventually making their way to. It's older tech.
Can I not skip this?
There's things in there like we talk about the comms relay. This is all a little bit in our imagination as we get there, but it is the older form of the tower. The tower is the big dog. It's the thing that is brand new, shiny, and it has its things that it's doing there. And the players are going to get that peek and get into that tower soon enough to see what is inside there. What is the treasures it has in store, the secrets it's hiding, all of that. So that's where the proving ground for us is this really fun place for not only us to be building out to test all these things, but also for the players to be playing, and we want to hear all their feedback. So with all that being said, I'm really looking forward to getting in there and playing with everyone. I had a game earlier where I played with 2 amazing people. We had no comms. We just crouched to each other, and we just realized, okay, now we're teammates, and the 3 of us played for a good while until I was able to extract. But I'm just looking forward to getting back and playing more of that. And for more on what we got in store for Snapshot 2, I'm going to toss it back over to Becca.
Awesome, thanks, Quinn. So, along the veins of art, because this is a very art-heavy live stream, and we love art, but we do have some gameplay stuff later.
Legitimately
one thing you guys were super impressed by at LA was the garage.
I'm gonna keep
and
this
so
just
here to
the
talk
background.
About both the garage and just our general process.
I'm like
for
really
concept
like
art is Steve from the concept team.
It can't be
Take
that.
it away, Steve.
So yeah, what I will do usually is have a meeting with Rob, and we'll start to discuss ideas. And sometimes I will hear things in the other meetings I'm having, in the gameplay meeting or something like that, and I will hear something, and I will try to take that and create some kind of visuals for the art team to run with, and sometimes just lore pieces for the variant guide as well. But usually in the instance of the garage, I heard Rob talk about, I believe it was how the players would be interacting with the play space initially. And then he brought up the idea that maybe a garage would be something they could play with. Like, you got the workbench and then you have your garage. And so I heard that and I was like, oh, that is a great idea for a concept. So I then took that and proposed it to Rob in one of our creative meetings, and then just kind of started to run with it. And I took that and applied my own personal touch and vision to it, and started the conversation within the gameplay team. And then that's kind of where I handed off to the gameplay to do their own thing with it. So the piece I create won't necessarily be what the garage looks like in game, but it will be the conversation starter, the spark that really kick that off for everyone. And then I like to, where I can, bring in little bits of lore. So if you look in that piece, there's movie posters and there's labels and, you know, like there's magnets and graffiti on the little mini fridge, things like that, where I can actually build out the world and try to build out the world in a way that like it's fun and it fits too. So I'm always putting little Easter eggs that I hear in like Doc's stream or conversations had in the Midnight Society, and then try to bring in things that actually fit within the Midnight Society and the game itself, DeadDrop.
Awesome. Yeah, I love Easter eggs. I love a good Easter egg. You guys see a lot of Easter eggs that I'm putting out on socials. Yeah, awesome.
All right.
So next to talk about concept art is Eric. Eric also is going to talk about a little bit more of the environment around your vehicle in the garage. So Eric, you're up.
Thanks so much. I'm Eric Hallquist. I'm a concept artist at Midnight Society. In early concept for the garage and creating that space that the players can access in the hideout, we were thinking a lot about maintaining the theme of what the hideout currently is, and that would be somewhat, it's like a mixture of like brutalist architecture and industrial, and think of like, you know, a warehouse that used to have some sort of purpose, and that's kind of what that is. But we were thinking during concept for the garage, we were thinking about
I don't want to enable block.
Maintaining that and also creating a space that felt relatively large enough where players could kind of run around and explore a little bit.
Useful as I
also,
think.
it would center around the car, and that was all established through just early discussions. Yeah, working together as, you know, like in the creative team, we had a lot of discussions about that, and yeah, I think we everyone's going to be really, really stoked to see what we put together for that so far, at least, and yeah, super exciting. When we were working on the proving ground and how the creative team went from early concept to the DeadDrop's first PvP experience, excuse me. We were focusing a lot on, again, the theme of what this space was going to be. So in the very beginning, we were given a block out of the space. So there was no detail in it whatsoever. It was just a lot of, a lot of primitive shapes and just super simple. So I think the theme that we have was there's 3 sections. One is it's like a space dust transport like facility, if you will. So that ties into the lore. We have a communications tower, which is really, really cool.
I'm never going to aim down my sight block.
An air filtration facility, and that also, again, ties into the lore and how this city is just engulfed in disgusting mist that's polluted, and, it's very hard to breathe, so this is going to be a really cool space to explore. Yeah, we kind of just worked on that, and thought what might be cool in terms of the working that into the design of the space. So, like, if I guess a good example could be there's there could be like a silo, right?
I don't want to die
used to filter some of the air, and then there could be platforms that connect to it around. So those would be cool places to explore and really kind of soak in the PvP experience. But yeah, super excited for that, and can't wait for the concept specifically drops. For them. So
All right, hold on,
this is when you kill a player,
how is he not dead?
They drop something.
How is he not dead?
It could be a crate or a bag or whatever, but in our game, we wanted it to be relative to what the character was already carrying. So,
I love how
for example,
easy it is to
the
get
character
shit
has
fucking.
a bag on their back. We would want that to translate into what drops on the ground, and that bag could be several different types of quality.
I don't know how that guy didn't die though.
High tier, like a
Maybe
rare
it's not as
tier,
good as I thought.
legendary, etc. But we decided to just go for a
Damn,
common
he literally just destroyed
bag that
everything.
drops, and
that's what. That's
yeah,
one thing I
a
don't
lot of
understand.
fun
About
to
this game.
work on
Literally,
the
slugs
concept
just
of
don't
that.
do nothing from that distance.
But again, tying into the design aesthetic and theme of the world that we're building. And then as far as what I'm most excited for Snapshot 2 is the Proving Grounds for sure. I had a chance to play it more than a few times, and it's already at a really cool place where we're starting to see how the movement from Snapshot 1 is being integrated into a space like that. And from this point on, I mean, it's only going to get better. It's already a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm very stoked to be a part of this, and can't wait for you guys to play it for yourself.
Thank you so much, Steve and Eric. And really, as I'm saying in chat, as I've been saying along this whole time, is we want to bring you along for this journey. It's not just about playing the game, it's about being involved in the development. And the more that our audience, our variants, our fans can understand and have context why animations like
that's what I don't understand. Hold on, though. I'm trying to test something, is what I'm trying to do. But of course, this game is terrible. You get shot in the right arm, of course. Of course, you get shot in the right arm because this. They got the scavs on a ridiculous level right now. It's kind of stupid. Like the scavs take so many rounds to fucking kill.
Right? Nothing about this is easy.
I gotta fucking go back in.
Is by playing it every day, giving real constructive feedback. Like I saw people in chat saying like, "Hey, don't blow smoke up their ass." 100% right. This is about getting into the nitty gritty, understanding how it's built, refining, iterating on it, polishing it, playing over.
I'm testing
weeks,
something,
months,
Jake. That's why I'm not aiming down my sight.
Stuff that we can put into the game.
I'm just playing spot.
So I love Darren walking us through
I
the
just
process.
want to test something.
Steve
But of course, I know I hit the scav at one point. But of course, shooting him 4 times with regular slugs.
In game like the garage, right? If you guys remember at our LA event, we talked about, hey, what should this space be? What should we do? How should we get to the tower, right? We saw people talking about like building vehicles, using vehicles to get to the
scavs
tower,
are honestly ridiculous in this game. Like,
all of that
it's a little annoying,
right? And
shooting a scav so many times. They're just
goes into
tapping
ears,
you around.
Goes back to the studio, goes into a creative meeting, becomes a concept, gets built out in Unreal.
I'm trying to see
snapshot.
That's why I'm
is
playing
the process.
I just noticed something about.
And like, speaking of
my
that,
gaming
let's move into Snapshot 2, right? Because one of the key things in Snapshot 2 is the fact that we have PvP now, baby. We have multiplayer. You can jump in, you can get kills, you can loot those bodies, you can loot containers around the map. If you're good, you can extract out, right? Stash that stuff in your player hideout, or fight till the end.
I'm just gonna go to dorms. Probably gonna be the easiest way to do it.
Extracting out, or everybody else getting killed.
I'm just trying to see
the DeadDrop. What is the DeadDrop? This is something that came from us play testing internally, right? We're playing and we're like, all right, we're loving the extracting, we're getting the flow, we're building the basis of gunplay. This is really good, but what's our unique DeadDrop personality? What makes us different from the other extraction shooters? What makes us different from the other first-person shooters that we're going to be competing with in a couple of years? And that's where this concept of DeadDrop started bubbling from the top, right? We're talking about like how can we sort of encourage people not to just extract always? Like, what's the reward if you are like just slaying and you're in there getting a lot?
I gotta see something.
We started playing around with different things, and this idea of the DeadDrop really bubbled from the top. And I want to throw it over to Alex because I feel like he's the one that really connected the dots for us and was like, hey, what about this? And
I don't even know why I'm looting like I'm gonna take.
Let's try it. Let's put it in. Let's play around with it. Let's see what the community thinks, because that's what this is about. Not deciding amongst ourselves, but putting it in, playing it, and us all talking about it. So, Alex, why don't you dive into a little bit of how we got to the DeadDrop?
Thanks, Rob. Hi, I'm Alex Fennell. I'm the Technical Director of Game Infrastructure here at Midnight Society, and I'm responsible for making sure that everybody inside the company is working efficiently, and I'm one of the people that gets out to the founders.
New gas.
The story of how we came up with the DeadDrop and the connection there was we had a game feedback session, and Rob really wanted to figure out ways to encourage people to stay in the game and not extract early, to become that king of the hill and fight your way to the finish. And we were having a hard time coming up with a way, and I just, from my experience watching a lot of other similar genre games, I thought about, well, what if, you know, the winner was able to take their selection of the spoils, and victory was, you know, getting a bonus out of that. And Rob put together that idea and connected to the name, and we came up with the DeadDrop. And it was one of those moments in game development that just worked. It was perfect. It was, you know, we couldn't have planned it better if we tried.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful that we were able to get this concept into
how accurate I can be hip firing.
We want to move fast, right? We want to move fast. If there's an ideal, there's no reason not to get it in as fast as possible.
I definitely hear
now, unfortunately, that's what led to the delay of a week, right? Like, because every time a new ideal comes up, if a new ideal comes up in the community or comes up in a playtest, and we want to chase it, we have the freedom to do that. But we have to have real, honest conversations with ourselves about scope and timing, and like, all right,
so it's actually pretty accurate.
Something magic that really
how he's not dead
made it feel tight.
is one thing I will never understand in this game.
Snapshot, earn a few dead
Like,
drops.
how is he still fucking walking
this in the build right now? Not necessarily.
Of course, my arm is blacked out. They're so good at doing that.
We already have ideals on how to iterate. The goal is to make it feel rewarding. So you get that final kill, we want you to be able to get the loot of the person you killed, as well as, you know, pick something. Now, right now, you can sort of take all. You can take all remaining drops in the map. But we're looking at ways to iterate on that, because once we're in, you know,
I'm just trying to see how good my hip fire
is. So we're going to iterate on that ideal, but we need you to play it, get dead drops, get some good extractions.
But of course it takes it. I guess I'm just trying to see how many rounds, because it takes so many rounds to kill a scab in this game. But I want to see how many I hit. I guess let me just see how many I hit. Hit count 3. Okay, that makes
know things that we're thinking about internally, some ideals that are early. Like,
this fucking game is kind of whack for that. I'm sorry, but like some of these scabs just take astronomical amounts of fucking ammo. But I'm gonna try something else really quick. I just, because I'm trying to see something specific, and I think this is confirming it. Of course, it's just taking so many fucking rounds to actually kill one. I gotta see if it's fucking.
That's normally a tease or hint about something that's not quite ready.
It's honestly kind of ridiculous. That scab, and I know they keep talking about how they buff the fuck out of scabs.
Make sure you're reading that snapshot, checking out things like
I want easy. Just put them on easy for really quick, and just.
That's where we start laying the.
We're just gonna see something, and I think I've already proved it. But
classes, future environments, to get everybody's creative juices flowing, so that we can, you know, start talking about what's coming in the next snapshot.
If this is confirmed.
So make sure you go.
Like, I want to just be able to run and shoot, but I guess
now, you know, let's bring the team back.
I guess I can try.
Quinn and Becca.
I guess I can just try this.
And then dive into, you know, what are we expecting? What are the key features that we're looking at for Snapshot 2? So looking at Snapshot 2, now that it's,
I might have to end the stream early.
What are the things that, from the game team's perspective, that you really want to get feedback on and focus on?
Yeah, that's a good one, Rob. I think there's a few areas really
I'm just
that we're
gonna
kind of
test
looking at, and that is like
I'm gonna try to hit the center
our
of
interactions,
this.
like the speed of interactions, and also just baseline questions. And just to rip a little bit on the baseline questions,
which I didn't
we're
pop
going to be
up.
releasing these snapshots. That's how we're
gonna
making
hit.
the game. And so every snapshot, we want to understand how are we doing, how is the game doing.
I'm gonna try to
how are
shoot
people
this light.
feeling about things. And so that's where some of these baseline questions are that we're going to start asking now, which is like,
It's hitting
How
it.
fun was this?
It's fucking hitting it.
1 to 5. How fun was it?
Try to shoot.
And that is really important.
I'm gonna shoot in between these circles.
Very simple question. It's important for us because we'll be able to see a trend once we establish this baseline. We'll see what people are feeling about every snapshot. We'll get a better understanding with our conversation going forward with the founders, what they like, what they don't like.
Of course I do. I'm just seeing something really
What are the things we really need to double down on? All of that stuff. And then from a level design viewpoint, you know, what we really want to know is what do people think?
This is so crazy, dude. Because this is kind of like
sense of verticality.
Kind of bad.
Is it the right amount? Is it not enough? Did we do a good job there? Because our level design is super critical for this game. It's everything for this game in a lot of ways when we think of the tower that we're going to be playing in and all of that in mind. So we're really ambitious on our level design. And this is just the very first snippet of the direction
this is actually crazy.
And internally, we're already
and it's kind of
we're already iterating and far ahead of what people are playing in Snapshot 2. So this is what's crucial for us is these early builds, getting them out, having this survey, and being able to hear back from the people. And then on top of that, it's just
which there's obviously sway
and how people are playing and how do they feel about the theme.
But for the most part,
the elevators and being able to, you know, things like interacting with the containers.
There's an easy way to cheat on Tarkov. I guess, I mean, you still have to be pretty decent, but I want to test
know how people are feeling about it. So there's always going to be baseline questions and snapshot-specific questions that we're interested in. So
that way.
That's more or less what we're looking for. But
just a test.
Outside
You guys
the
gonna
survey, what we're really looking for is just, again, building our relationship with the founders, hearing more from them, really engaging with them, and seeing what they like and what they don't
Which
like.
Is
and then
still not perfect
how can we
because
keep
obviously
molding
this way in this
game of
can't
Dead
really
Drop.
tell, but even then, like, you have a way better.
Yeah, totally. And like to Quinn's point as well, you know, we're taking feedback from the survey that's on the website, but we're also, right now, if you guys jump into Twitter, you can tweet us your questions, and we will try to get through as many as we can in our short time on this stream. But make sure you use the hashtag Midnight Society Qs. That's Midnight Society QS. I already see like a ton of questions coming in, so you guys have been using that. That's great. But yeah, let us know.
Most games, this
what
what
you
I'm
want
thinking
to know about.
doesn't really make a
I
difference.
love it, and I see chat blowing up with.
But for a game like this,
you know
kind
what?
of
It's a
not
double-edged sword here, right? It's all about the fun and the work. I think we've got through the work part of it, right? The process, what it takes to get these snapshots out, what it takes to get you guys involved, and now it's time to jump into the fun part. So we're going to take a short break. We're going to watch some of the devs who are currently playing with a lot of variants right now while we get set up, and then when we come back here,
there's a little
we're
bit
going
of
to do a live
sway,
Q&A. So any
but
questions
even
that
if you had just
tweet
a-
or have
even if you had
already
just buckshot,
we're going to be going
it's gonna
through it,
be-
answering your questions. Make sure you have everything you need to know about this snapshot covered away.
I can show
But at any point, the build's available. Jump in, start
We're just
playing
gonna
with the
run
devs.
over here,
As soon as the AMA
test
wraps,
test this
Quinn
theory
and
out.
we're also going to jump in there and start playing with everybody.
I'm gonna be there too.
And Beck, you said you were hiding in a crate.
Well, I'm still gonna be in the build. I'm not hiding like in a Amazon box behind me or something.
I can't wait to find you. I'm now going to check every shipping container in the Proving Ground until I find you. But great, let's jump over and watch the devs, slay it up, and then we'll be back for the
I
Q&A.
do want to watch. Yeah. One reason why I'm going to dorms because I know there's going to be a bunch there. But testing a theory, testing a very bullshit cheating. I guess people can have monitor cam. I guess that's one thing, but still. Easy to get away with. Where's there no fucking bear fat? Oh, no. I do want to watch DeadDrop shit though, so I'm hurry up to do this. Test the theory and extract. Good. Doesn't help that I have slug in the way, kind of makes it harder to test in theory, but for the most part. Hello? Is there anyone? Yeah, this is kind of that was a legitimate lag. That was a legitimate lag. I'm not even kidding. They're on easy, that's why they're... So maybe it's not as good as I thought. So maybe, unless you fine tune it. Do I not have ammo? Am I really out? I used 20 rounds like that? Oh, I'm fucked. I don't know if I hit that guy at all. I really don't. Watch this though, I'm gonna fucking... Alright, ready? What? Did he go in here? Or here? Or what room did he go in? This one. Ready? How many does it take? Whoa, how many? That's a little crazy. Yes, me. God damn. We're dropped. I'm trying to test something. I honestly, and which is, it's good. It's a good thing, I guess. I just wanted to make, I did fucking, maybe it works better if you have a buck or something like a shatter. Even though it don't seem like I hit that guy at all. Let me see. Patch my fucking head up, I got shot. Can I move? What the fuck? I can't move. I literally can't move now. Okay, now I can. We got Buck. That Bucky in here. This might make a little. Let's try this. I don't really care about my, like, I don't care about dying. I'm just. Okay. That, honestly, all those hit him for sure. 100% hit him before it killed him. Which, like, bro, this is OP. This is actually OP now that I think about it. Okay, this is kind of shitty. And maybe this is shit that, like, I should have known about forever ago, but I've never known. This is actually crazy.
Wait, you're talking about if you just get kicked back to the main menu? No, the matchmaking stuff. Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to kill someone.
Oh, that's life.
It's just, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
One other guy?
Like, if this is really, there's like no way that the pro people are not, because.
So that in my next game I can bring in the rifle from the very beginning. First and second.
Guy right here, right?
So I'm out.
I'm gonna go back into a match. Which shotgun is good?
Wait.
What's the best one? How dare you? They're all beautiful.
How did he die?
They're all different.
Was that guy I shot before and you just pull that louder? Alright, let's go here. I just
Maybe, perhaps.
can't sprint.
Does anyone still? I'm queuing up in case you guys are at the same time. Great.
I just got into an operation. I'm in 17 right now. So C is the best up close shotgun? Yeah, if you're like point blank, it'll annihilate anything. Just build in one shot. That's the explanation.
Of course not. I just need more people to test the theory on. Oh well. I'm pretty sure that proved my theory though. Especially with having buckshot. That's kind of ridiculous.
No, that's the double barrel up close. Oh, that's enough. Yeah, that's the 2.
That kind of proved. I'm pretty can't even see him. Did that kill him? Did he run away? Nope, killed him. That definitely proves it then. That definitely proves it. Alright, well. That's... I hate saying that, but it almost makes me think this is how the pro players play. And maybe I'm skipping. And I probably am, but I just definitely feel like it's way too easy to have this advantage. I don't know. Like this. I'm gonna try to aim. I'm just gonna aim at this. Yeah, that definitely proves it. All right. Well, I'm gonna show you exactly. And this, I mean, this is probably where they have the monitor thing, but look at this. Look at my screen.
I'm a long range.
You guys can't see that, but I can.
Got 8 people in my game.
Something's not right about that, right? Am I wrong?
We must be in the same game.
Oh well. Anyways,
Yeah, and
I'm gonna have to get it.
right on top of you, Brian. Maybe.
That's awesome.
Maybe.
Didn't even do much, but oh well.
Where are you right